Hi guys, it's Hannah here. I'm a 29-year-old cash budgeter and stuffer in Southern California, and this is HF Budgets. Welcome to the April week 2 cash stuffing. Hope you guys are having a great weekend so far. We're gonna go ahead and jump right in. So we should be cash stuffing, what is that? I want to say $375. Let's go ahead and give this a count and double check. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 82, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 65, 75, 85, 95, 3, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 45, 55, 56, 7, 8, 9, 60, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 70, 71, 2, 3, 4, and 75. So $375 that we will be cash stuffing today, which is great. Okie dokie. The first thing we're gonna go ahead and do is unstuff my wallet. I do not have any coins, I just have some pennies left over in here, so I do not have any coins to unstuff for our piggy bank, but we do have some bills to unstuff before we get started, and we have 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, $90 going into savings challenges from our wallet rollover, which is incredible. I was out of town last weekend, and so I didn't really have to get gas or groceries. So this next week I will definitely be spending from my wallet more than we have been. And before we even jump in there, we are going to restuff our wallet. Our wallet gets $175 every week. 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 75. And before we stuff the whole amount into our wallet, we actually jump into a savings challenge that I believe we're gonna complete today. We've been working on this Spongebob savings challenge from the Fancy Dollar, and we are gonna stuff the last $20 that is needed for here from our wallet spending. My wallet breakdown goes $60 for gas, or sorry, $60 for grocery, $40 for gas, $40 for eating out, and then $35 for spending. So this week we are pulling 20 out of the $35 that I set aside for spending, which will leave us 15 for the week, and then it'll also close out this savings challenge, which is fantastic. So this will have saved us, should have saved us $200. So let's go ahead and give this a count. We have 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 200, which is perfect. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this out, and we will actually stuff it. So if you saw my budget with me, you will know that I had the opportunity to buy tickets to the Olympics for the 2028 Olympics, which is super fun. And what am I trying to say? I'm gonna need an envelope. I do have another savings challenge that I'm gonna bring in, but that was an unexpected expense, so I had some rearranging that I had to do with some of my budget. So part of that will probably go into paying that off, paying those tickets off, since I don't want to have to pull from emergency, since it was not an emergency, but I also don't want to carry a credit card balance. So it's great timing that we were able to finish that. So I'll probably stuff that in a few different places. If not today, I might figure it out and then do that off camera. But we are gonna pull in this "You Are a Violent Little Thing, Aren't You?" savings challenge by Oh Mama Budgets. This is one of our Bookish savings challenges. And this will be used as our wallet, saving extra from our spending money from our wallet. I don't have an envelope next to me. I'm gonna set that in the front for right now, but I know that that'll be that. So that is exciting. So in our wallet this week, we have 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 55. 155, which is nice because I know I need gas, I know I need groceries, and so we'll be able to do all of that with that. All right, jumping into our first binder for our sinking funds. Today, personal health is going to get $5. And now personal health has 20, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 76, and 77. So $77 in personal health. Household is also getting 5 today, and now household has 20, 30, 40, 45, and 50. Skincare is also getting 5, and so now skincare has 50, 60, 65, 70, 75, and 80. $80 in skincare. Emergency, so I did do a little shifting, and I'm gonna have to adjust this as well. I initially put $5 in here, but we're gonna add another 5 to make this 10 and make this for and do a $10 space on our emergency. Initially I budgeted $15 for clothing. I'm gonna bump that down to 10 to kind of offset that, just to help continue knock out what is left of our bigger spaces here. So I'm gonna go ahead and cross out a $10 space. I also really want to finish this and get this all in the bank. Some of it's already in the bank. And this savings challenge is from NessaBudgets over on Etsy, and we are almost done with it. All right, so we have $100, $200, $300, $400 in the bank, and then in cash we have 20, 30, 35, 40, and 45. So we have $445 saved in emergency with that savings challenge. Christmas is gonna go ahead and get $5 today. So now in Christmas, we have 100 in the bank, 20, 40, 45, 50, 51. 151 in Christmas. And then last in this, we are adding $5 to car maintenance. So now in car maintenance, we have 100 in the bank, 20, 40, 45, and 50. So 150 in car maintenance. And that'll be all for our brown binder. Now jumping into our green binder that houses the rest of our sinking funds. First off, starting off with Costco. Costco is getting $5. And now Costco has 20, 40, 60, 65, 70, 71, $2, and $73. I would love to make a Costco run soon. That is the hope. H Mart is getting $5, and so now H Mart has 20, 40, 50, 55. I do not need anything from H Mart in the near future, so that is good. Friends is gonna get 5, so now Friends has 20, 25, 30, 35. I do have some dinner plans, or lunch dinner plans tomorrow with some friends, so we will be pulling from here depending on what we do. We want to do a seafood boil. We're just trying to figure out if we want to do one at home or if we want to go out for one. All right, personal spending got 5, so now it has 5, 10, and $15 in personal spending. Travel is gonna get 5, and that'll be starting off this travel envelope. We hit 100 last time, and that went to my recent trip spending. So Hannah today is getting 10, and so now in Hannah we have 100, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So $200 in Hannah. We might come back to this because again I don't know where I'm going to be putting that completed savings challenge money yet. Clothing, initially I budgeted 15. We are gonna just do 10 instead of the 15 because we put the other 5 into emergencies. So now clothing has 10, 20, 30, 31, 2, 3, and 34. And I do have to update my tracker. I think I was a little trigger happy when I decided to put 15 in clothing. I'm trying to spread out the envelopes that get 10 over 5, and so yeah. Gifts this week is getting 5. So now in gifts we have 20, 40, 50, 55, and 60. $30, $40, and Thriving, which is saving up for my 30th birthday trip, is getting 5, so now it has 15 in this envelope. budgeting items and shop small is getting 5, and so now it has 10, 20, 30, $35 in budgeting and shop small. And then the last envelope we are stuffing today is going to be spending, or Disney spending. Disney spending is getting 5, and so it now has 50, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 91. $91 in Disney spending, and we are not stuffing tech this week. So that completes our sinking funds, and we can jump into the rest of our savings challenges. All right, so starting off first with our Saving with Friends Disney book. This is from Budget with Amanda over on Etsy. We are currently working on the Save 100, 101 Dalmatians page, and I realized I did not scratch off the rest of these. So I'm gonna do this really quick. Okay, so I went ahead and scratched them all off so we know that we've completed them. So we're adding $14 into our Savings with Friends challenge book. So now we have 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 71, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. $78 saved in this section. And we are gonna go ahead and scratch our next number here, which is an 8, and we'll do one more. 8 and 10. So of course it's gonna be a high one. Should we just finish it? What are we at? 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 5, 6, 7, 8. 78, so 22, so that's probably, we're gonna go ahead and finish it. We'll finish this page. Okay, yeah, so we will stuff we'll stuff $22 into Disney next week to finish out this first page, which is awesome. That's great. So that'll be another 100 saved that we'll be able to put towards our Disney trip. I do not have a Disney trip planned. I know it's one I want to take, just don't know when that is going to happen. But yeah, so we will go ahead and complete that one next time. All right, jumping into, this is our Road to 500 Savings Challenge. This is from an activity book called Cash Dash. Every week we're putting $10, so we budgeted $10 into this challenge this week, but it is also gonna get our wallet rollovers. So we have 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, and then 100. So we have $100 going into the savings challenge this week, which is absolutely incredible. And we are gonna pull a different color than we used the last time. I need to get some more markers out, but okay, so that means we get to go up to 190. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes. So we will have should have $180 saved in this savings challenge after we add this in. So I will go ahead and color this in. Okay, so that is all colored in. And let's go ahead and add our cash. So we should have $180 in this savings challenge so far. So we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. 180 out of the 500, which is awesome. That is a huge chunk. I thought last week was a huge chunk. That is a huge chunk. So we are trekking along insanely nicely. This is going to be going towards an Airbnb / local trip that I'm taking with some friends for 4th of July. So nice to see that growing at a really great pace. Our next savings challenge is this Pizza Fridays from MikaelaCreationsCo over on Etsy, and we are going to be stuffing $9 into this today. I get to color in the 9, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 9, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Perfect. Go ahead and add this in. So now in Pizza Fridays, we have $400 in the bank. 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. 421. So we are halfway, which is incredible. So we're halfway done with that savings challenge. It'll save us $841 for that section. And we are at 421. Moving on to our next savings challenge, we have this friend savings challenge from NessaBudgets over on Instagram. Last week we scratched a 23, so we will be adding $23 into this challenge today. And we will also scratch our next number. Let's go ahead and give this a count and then we'll scratch our next number. So this will save us 186 in total. Currently we have 1, 20, 40, 45, 46, 7, and 48. So 148 currently saved. And we will go ahead and do our next number here. And our next number is a 20. So we will be stuffing $20 into this challenge next week, which is fantastic. I'm trying to, so this initially was going towards a car payment because I bought tickets to the Olympics and was not expecting that. This might go towards that, and paying off my credit card. Yeah, depending. I'm hoping we don't have to do that with the other challenge that we saved, but that's where I kind of have to do some math and figure out what I need, what I still need. All right. Moving on to the first of our 2 annual challenges. This is from Buttercup Budgets over on Kofi, and we are adding $7 into this one today. And we get to cross off our next 4 boxes, which means next week we will be completing April. So currently April has 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, $21 saved in April for Buttercup Budgets. And then our second annual that we're doing in this binder is from Budget with Amanda, and we are stuffing $7 into this challenge this week as well. We'll pull that, put that in here. And we are doing that in the 5 and the 2. So we'll be completing this one for April next week for Budget with Amanda as well. And then we'll start on May. So now in April for Amanda, we have 10, 15, 20, 21, 2, and 23. Awesome. Next up, we don't have anything to stuff in F1. No race this past weekend. We won't get another race until the first weekend in May. So we'll be putting that one on hold for a little. But we are going to jump into our Color and Save by Budget with Carly. This was I found this over on her Kofi, and so it was a free download over on her Kofi. We are doing another $6. So we will go ahead and color in the bottom of the mug here. These 2 3s to keep it going. We'll add the 6. And so now in our Color and Save, we have 20, 40, 50, 55, 60, $61. This is a slow but steady savings challenge, and I'm enjoying it. All right, our last savings challenge, did not need to take that out, is Save Your Way in 2026 by Shades Budget. And we are doing this penultimate rectangle right here. That's been a fun word that I've been enjoying. And so we are adding $24 to cross out this rectangle, which means we should be completing this next week. So 20, 1, 2, 3, and 4. 24 going into here. And now in Save Your Way in 2026, we have 100, 200 in the bank, 20, 25, 26, 7, 8, 9, 30, 31, and 32. We are so close. And this will be going towards spending money for my Europe trip, which I am taking in May. So you're completing it a little early, which I really appreciate. And I do have our next savings challenge that will be replacing that once we complete it next week. Well, that is all the cash that we had to stuff today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys are having a good weekend. Thanks for stopping by. Go ahead and leave a like and a comment. And I will see you guys next time. Have a good one.